In a small village of Oka, nestled deep in the heart of West Africa, there lived a young woman named Chioma. Chioma was known throughout the village for her kindness, her radiant smile, and her boundless love for life. She was the daughter of the village elder, a wise and respected man named Mazi Okeke, who had raised her with so much love as he lost his wife, Chioma's mother, to the cold hands of death some years back. At 23, Chioma fell deeply in love with a humble farmer named Obina. Obina was hardworking and gentle, his hands roughened by years of labor in the fields. He was not wealthy, but he possessed a heart full of dreams and a soul rich with integrity. Mazi Okeke had great plans for his daughter. He dreamed of her marrying a man of wealth and status, someone who could provide her with a life of comfort and ease. When Chioma told her father of her love for Obina, Mazi Okeke was furious. He couldn't understand why his daughter, who could have any man she wanted, would choose a poor farmer. Obina has nothing to offer you, he exclaimed. You deserve so much more, my daughter. I will not allow you throw your life away. But Chioma was determined. She said, Father, Obina may not have wealth, but he has a heart full of love and kindness. He is hardworking and honest. I love him and I want to spend my life with him. Mazi Okeke refused to listen. He forbade Chioma from seeing Obina and began arranging meetings with wealthy suitors. Chioma, however, remained steadfast in her love for Obina. She continued to see him in secret, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. One day, a terrible drought struck the village. The crops withered under the scorching sun, and the villagers faced the threat of famine. Mazi Okeke, despite his wealth, was powerless to stop the disaster. But Obina, with his deep knowledge of the land, found a way to save the crops. He worked tirelessly, day and night, finding water sources and teaching the villagers how to conserve what little they had. His efforts paid off, and the village was spared from hunger. Seeing Obina's selflessness and dedication, Mazi Okeke began to reconsider his stance. He realized that wealth and status were not the most important things in life. What mattered most was the character of the man who loved his daughter and was willing to sacrifice everything for the well-being of others. One evening, Mazi Okeke called Chioma to his side. I was wrong, my daughter, he said, his voice thick with emotion. Obina is a good man, and I see now why you love him. If he will still have you, I give my blessing for you to marry him. Chioma's eyes filled with tears of joy as she embraced her father. Thank you, father, she whispered. Obina and I will honor your trust in us. Chioma and Obinna's love blossomed like the vibrant wild flowers that carpeted the plains, and soon they were married in a joyous ceremony that brought the entire village together. Their life together was filled with laughter and joy, but it was not without its challenges. Despite their best efforts, the couple struggled to have children. In a society where motherhood was a big deal, Chioma's inability to conceive weighed heavily on her. Whispers began to circulate in the village, and Chioma felt the sting of judgment in every gaze. But Obinna stood by her side, reassuring her with his love and promising that they would one day have a child of their own. Years passed, and Obinna became seriously ill, and his health began to deteriorate. The once strong farmer was now a shadow of his former self, his body ravaged by an unknown illness. Chioma took care of him with unwavering devotion, nursing him day and night. Her heart breaking as she watched the love of her life wither away. One cold, raining night, as the winds howled outside their modest home, Obinna made Chioma promise that she would never marry another man if he were to die. He couldn't bear the thought of her loving someone else, even after he was gone. With tears streaming down her face, Chioma made the promise, her voice trembling as she vowed to honor his dying wish. Mazi Okeke's sudden death made Chioma devastated. She cried her eyes out, but that didn't bring her father back to life. Obinna also passed away shortly after that, leaving Chioma more devastated and alone. The village mourned the loss of a gentle farmer, but life went on. Chioma, however, was trapped in her grief. She withdrew from the world, her once bright spirit dimmed by sorrow. She kept the promise she had made to Obinna despite being lonely. Few years later, Chioma, now 35 years old, became known in the village as a wise lady. She was sought out for her knowledge and counsel, but despite her respected status, she remained a figure of sadness. Her life defined by the promise she had made so long ago, as she couldn't remarry, though eligible suitors flocked around her. One day, a handsome man named Ifeanyi arrived in the village. He was a traveler, searching for something he could not name. When he met Chioma, he was struck by her grace and the deep sadness in her eyes. Ifeanyi walked up to her to ask for directions. Chioma smiled while showing him the right path to follow. Over time, Ifeanyi and Chioma developed a bond, and for the first time in years, Chioma felt a flicker of joy in her heart. But the memory of her promise to Obinna haunted her. She could not allow herself love Ifeanyi despite the connection they shared. Torn between her loyalty to Obinna's memory and her growing feelings for Ifeanyi, Chioma found herself at a crossroad. One night, as the moon cast its silvery light over the village, Chioma had a dream. In the dream, Obinna appeared to her, his face filled with the warmth she remembered so well. He told her that he had been watching over her all these years and that he wanted her to find happiness. He urged her to let go of the past and embrace the love that Ifeanyi offered. When Chioma awoke, tears streamed down her face. She realized that the promise she had made to Obinna had been born out of his fear, not his love. She knew now that he would want her to be happy, even if it meant breaking the vow she had made so many years ago. With a heart full of both sorrow and hope, Chioma sought out Ifeanyi. She told him of her promise to Obinna and of the dream she had had. Ifeanyi listened quietly, then took her hands in his, telling her that he would wait for as long as it took for her to be ready to love again. Slowly, Chioma allowed herself to open up to Ifeanyi. The walls she had built around her heart began to crumble, and the love she had thought lost forever began to bloom once more. With Ifeanyi by her side, Chioma found peace and joy in later years, knowing that she had honored Obinna's memory while also embracing the new love that life had given her. The village of Awka washed in awe as the once sad woman became a beacon of hope and resilience. Few months later, Chioma and Ifeanyi got married. Their wedding was talked about in the whole village for a very long time because their love story was so beautiful. Soon after, Chioma became pregnant. Her heart was filled with joy because she had lost hope of bearing a child of her own. Few months later, she gave birth to a beautiful set of twins, 2 boys. Villagers came to rejoice with her and her husband. They all ate and drank to their satisfactions. Chioma's story became a tale of love lost and found, of promises made and broken, and of the enduring strength of the human heart. As the years passed, Chioma's legacy lived on in the village. Her story was told to generations, a reminder that love is not a chain that binds us to the past, but a gift that allows us to grow and find happiness, even after the deepest of sorrows. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much as you do so. See you in my next one. Bye.